Good morning students. In this video we are going to discuss about geography chapter number 14, which is India location, geological structure and physiography. In previous chapter number 13, we have studied about India location, geological structure and physiography part 1. Okay. In that chapter we have seen about India's location. India is located in South East Asia. Okay, this is India's location. Next, India's latitudinal and longitudinal range. Okay, India's latitudinal and longitudinal range, in which we have discussed how many latitudes are there on the surface of the earth. So there is a 181, and what is the difference between two successive latitudes is 111 kilometer, and time, most of country calculating time on the basis of their longitudinal range. Okay. Next, we have discussed about international standard timeline, and this international standard timeline is also called as a prime meridian. Then after, the north, south and east west length. What is India's north south length? Is 3241 kilometer. And what is India's east west range, which is 2933 kilometer. Okay. Then after, we have discussed about our neighboring countries. In which we have seen one trick that बचपन में MBA. Okay, means Bangladesh, B means Bangladesh, Ch China, P Pakistan, N, see in the map Bangladesh, China, okay, P Pakistan, here Pakistan, our very good friend. N means Nepal, here is Nepal, so N means Nepal. M means Myanmar, this is Myanmar. B means Bhutan, Bhutan, and A means Afghanistan. We have already seen that Afghanistan shares their border nearly about 40 kilometers with us, but this portion is located in a LOC, or Pakistan have said that this LOC is in our under control. So this Afghanistan doesn't share border with us. Okay, this is our neighboring countries. Next, area wise India's rank. Okay, area wise India's rank is 7th. So, which 6 countries have higher area than India? So, other tricks: रुक, चीन, अब, आ, भारत. R means Russia, K Canada, Chin stand for China, America, Brazil, Africa, and 7th is India. Okay. Then after we have discussed about plate tectonic theory and how Himalayas and other these plains, Great Northern Plains and Peninsula Plateau have been formed. So, we have discussed different types of this theory. So, this in previous chapters we have discussed it perspective for the world and as well as India, but today we are going to discuss about only for a Indian reference, means physiography which is related to the India. Okay. So, what is physiography? First question is, what is physiography? So, definition is like that: a landform which is irregular and have some undulation. What is the meaning of undulation? Means the surface area is showing character like the sea wave. Okay, sea wave is like that. So, there is some surface area is like that, mountain, plateau and other things. So, it is called a undulation. Okay. So, a landform which shows irregular size and shape and have some undulation is known as a physiography. Once again, a landform which is irregular in size and shape means these plains or mountains and other things have no particular or specific size and shape. So, a landform which has a irregular size and shape and have some undulation is called as a physiography. So, in this physiography we are including some mountains, second plains, third is coastal plain, fourth plateau and rivers, etc. Okay. So, mountains, plains, coastal plain, plateau and rivers have been included in this physiography. So, on the basis of physiography, on the basis of Indian physiography, India can be divided into 5 types. First is a northern mountainous region. First is a northern mountainous region. Second is a great northern plain. Third is a plateau. Fourth is a coastal plains and fifth is archipelago. What is archipelago? We will see further, but definition of archipelago is a group of a small means a group of a small island, small island is called as an archipelago. Okay. So, in this chapter one by one we will see first northern mountainous region, second great northern plain, third plateau, fourth coastal plain and fifth is a archipelago. So, first is a northern mountainous region. Northern mountainous region. Okay. So, this is a very important natural region. Okay, it is also called as a Himalayan region or Himalayan mountains. Third, these northern mountainous regions length is nearly about 2500 kilometer. Its width length means like that, from here to here, this is length. What is width? This is width. Okay, means how much area mountains cover is called a width. Okay, so width is nearly about 250 kilometers to 340 kilometers. Okay, this mountainous region or Himalayan mountainous has an arc shape. What is arc shape? We will see further. Okay, this Himalayan mountainous region is spread from Afghanistan, or you can say from Jammu Kashmir to Myanmar. Okay, here Jammu Kashmir, here Myanmar. So this mountainous region is spread from Jammu Kashmir to Myanmar. Okay, so spread from Jammu Kashmir to Myanmar. So we are discussing Indian location geological structure, so that's why we are counting Jammu Kashmir only, but in real it is spread and also part of a Pamir Knot, which is situated in Afghanistan or a part of Afghanistan. Here is a Pamir Knot. Okay, from Pamir Knot to in a Myanmar, one mountainous range is a Arakan Yoma. So in other words, we can say that this Himalayan mountainous region is spread from Pamir Knot, Afghanistan to Arakan Yoma, which is located in Myanmar. Okay. First, Himalayan mountain. Okay. Second thing about Himalayan mountain is it is a protector. Himalayan mountainous region is a protector for us. Why protector? Because we all know that Himalayan is not a one mountain, but it is a range of a complex mountainous region. मीन्स हिमालय एक नहीं है, हिमालय की कई सारी रेंजेस है. ओके, हिमालय is a very complex mountainous region. So when we moving towards the north portion from India, then we find a China. Above China there is a Russia. Okay, so Russia is very nearly about from the poles, so there is also a very cold climate or very humid climate. One Russian place which is Siberia. Okay, if you see world map, then you find Siberia is located in Russia, and other country is also very confusing is Serbia. Very small country belongs to Europe, but here is a Siberia, not Serbia. Okay, so Siberia is a very cold place of the world, and in a winter season there is a temperature is nearly about minus 50 degree Celsius. So in a winter season the cold waves came from the Siberia towards the India. Okay, cold waves came from Siberia towards the India. So if there is no Himalaya, then these cold waves directly entered into India, and our temperature is nearly about minus 30 degree to minus 35 degree. But in a northern portion there is a Himalaya, so these waves came and touch the Himalayas, and Himalayas क्या करता है, उसको फिर से वापस भेज देता है. ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई हिमालय इज अवर प्रोटेक्टर इन अ विंटर सीजन. ओके, सो व्हाट अबाउट monsoon? You have heard or familiar about one word or name Western Ghat. Okay, here is a Kerala. So it is believed that when rainfall arrives or came in a Kerala, and after 21 days from the Kerala's rain came into Gujarat. Okay, but the low pressure is originated in Arabian Sea. We have discussed or seen in previous chapter that Arabian Sea is located here and Bay of Bengal is located here. Okay, so low pressure created in Arabian Sea, at that time high pressure is created in the northern portion of the India. So we have discussed that wind always flow from low to high pressure. So from here to here these waves originated and flown toward the northern portion of India. Okay, but this low pressure or low waves came from the Arabian Sea, so it takes some moisture with it, and because of the Himalaya, when this wave moves toward the northern portion, so it हिमालय गेट बैक मीन्स फिर से क्या होता है, यहाँ से जो वेव्स जाते हैं वो हिमालय को टच करके फिर से वापस आ जाते हैं. सो इट इज़ वेरी मच रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर अवर monsoon season. So first, Himalaya is protector of us, and think about this: if there is no rain, so there is no development of agriculture sector. Okay, like Africa has a very good amount of rainfall, but what was the problem? Rainfall is क्या होता है, वहाँ पे rainfall है वो 12 months चालू ही रहता है, and because African country is located on the equator region, so there is a very good amount of rainfall and heat. Okay, so there is no development of agriculture. So Africa mostly imports some grains from the other countries. Whenever any countries which fulfill their country's need based upon the imported grains, so they or this country can never be developed. So Himalaya is a very useful for us. Okay, this is a basic idea how Himalaya can protect us and how Himalaya is useful for our monsoon season or a rainfall season. Okay, here second, Himalaya or a northern mountainous region can be divided into three parts. First is a Himalayan mountains and second is the eastern Himalayas. Okay, this northern mountainous region has been divided into two parts. First is the Himalayan region and second is the eastern Himalayan region. Okay, first of all we are going to study Himalayan, then after we will see the eastern Himalayan. Okay, first in this Himalayan region, this Himalayan region or mountain can be divided into three types. First is a Greater Himalaya, second is a Central Himalaya and third is a Outer Himalaya, or other name of our Outer Himalaya is a Shivalik. Okay. So, take a look in the map. So, Himalayan region can be divided into three types. First is a Greater Himalaya. This is a Greater Himalaya. Second is a Central Himalaya and third is a Outer Himalaya. First Greater Himalaya, second Central Himalaya, third is a Outer Himalaya. So, what is the difference between this Greater Himalaya, Central Himalaya and Outer Himalaya? So, first difference is a height. Okay. In a Greater Himalaya region, more than 40 mountains which height is more than 7,000 मीटर. ओके, 40 से ज़्यादा ऐसे माउंटेन है जिसकी हाइट 7,000 मीटर से भी ज़्यादा है. ग्रेटर हिमालय इज फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इम्पोर्टेंट नेचुरल रीजन फॉर इंडिया. ओके, इम्पोर्टेंट नेचुरल रीजन फॉर इंडिया. थर्ड थिंग is Mount Everest. Mount Everest, which is considered to be the highest peak of the world. Mount Everest, which is considered to be the highest peak of the world, is located in this range or in a Greater Himalaya region. What is the height of this Mount Everest? Is 8,848 meter. Okay. Second thing, this Mount Everest is located between Nepal China border. Some portion of this Mount Everest is also located in Tibet. So, in Tibet, Mount Everest is also known as a Sagar Matha, very important question. In Tibet, by which names Mount Everest can be known? So answer is Sagar Matha. Okay. Next, so what is Mount Everest is considered to be the world's highest peak, but what about India? So India's highest peak, mountain peak is Mount Godwin Austen, or other name is K2. Okay, K2, this height is 8,611 meter, is considered to be the India's highest peak. Okay, beside this mountainous region, Mount Everest, Mount Godwin Austen, other name is a Kanchenjunga. After Mount Everest and Mount Godwin Austen, third most highest peak for the world, or second most highest peak for India is Kanchenjunga. Okay, so apart from this mountainous region, some great pass. What is a pass? Is located in a greater Himalaya. So पास एक ऐसी नेचुरल फॉर्मेशन है, पास इज अ वन टाइप ऑफ नेचुरल फॉर्मेशन from through one country's people can cross the border and go into the other countries. Think about it, माउंटेन एवरेस्ट इसकी हाइट इतनी बड़ी है, तो ये सपोज माउंटेन है, इसकी हाइट इतनी बड़ी है, तो कोई उसको क्लाइंब और चढ़ के तो जाएगा नहीं, तो एक एक्चुअली नेचुरल फॉर्मेशन है पास. पास मीन्स इन सिंपल टर्म्स इज अ रोड. ओके, जहाँ से लोग है वो जा सकते हैं. ओके, सो पास, इम्पोर्टेंट पास नेम इज नाथुला, जेलपला, नाथुला, जेलपला, शिपकिला and other important passes are located in greater Himalayas mountain range. Okay, so after great Himalayas, second is, which is the second range, is a central Himalayas. Okay, second is a central Himalaya. Why it gives a name as a central Himalaya? Because it is located between greater Himalaya and outer Himalaya, so its other name is a central Himalayas. Okay, what is the important features of this central Himalayas is some important mountain range like महाभारत, नागटिम्बा, पीर पंजाल and Mahabharat, Nagtimba, Pir Panjal and etc. This mountainous range are located in central Himalaya. Okay. Apart from this mountainous range, some places or other is hill stations have been developed because of their height. Okay, some apart from this mountainous range, some places or hill stations have been developed low height. Okay, some hill station name is शिमला, मनाली, मसूरी, दार्जिलिंग, ओके, शिमला, मनाली, मसूरी, दार्जिलिंग, केदारनाथ, बद्रीनाथ, गंगोत्री and Yamunotri are located in this central Himalaya. So Shimla, Manali, Mussoorie, Darjeeling is a very famous hill station, but this Kedarnath, Badrinath, Gangotri and Yamunotri is a very famous or holy place. Okay, very famous holy place are located in this central Himalayas region. Next is a outer Himalaya. Next is a outer Himalaya, or other name is most important. What is the other name of outer Himalaya? Is Shivalik. Other name of outer Himalaya is Shivalik. So Shivalik's height is very low, or compared to the greater Himalaya or central Himalaya. So in this region there is no great mountainous region like a greater Himalaya, or no hill station developed like a central Himalaya. Okay, that's why it is outer. Outer means the Barka region or Barka portion, usko outer bolte. Okay, so Shivalik here, because it is the lowest range among three and it is mostly parallel to the river. Okay, so because of parallel to the river, they developed dune. What is dune? Dune is a one belt. Belt means specific a plain. Belt is a one specific plain which is made up of a stone, gravel and silt and other things. Okay, stone, gravel, silt and silica. Okay, dune is a one type of plain, or other term is a belt which is made up of a stone, gravel, silt and silica. So what is the example of this dune? Is a Dehradun, second Patli Dune, and third is a Kothri Dune. Okay, these all are located in outer Himalayas or in a Shivalik range. Okay, next our first topic is northern mountainous region, in which we have completed a Himalayan region, and our second topic is eastern Himalaya. So this is north, south, east and west. So where is eastern Himalaya? Here. This region is considered to be the eastern Himalayas region. This region is a lesser. This region have a lesser height than a which region? Himalayan mountainous region. Eastern Himalayan region have a lesser height than a Himalayan mountainous region. Okay. Here developed some hills. In eastern Himalayas there is a developed some hills. Okay. First of all, in a Mizoram, here in Mizoram there is a Lusai, or other name of Lusai hills is a Mizo hills. Second, in Nagaland there is a Patkai hills. Okay, Mizoram there is a Luchai or Mizo hills. In Nagaland there is a located a Patkai hills. Okay, and in Meghalaya there is a developed some Khasi, Garo and Jaintia hills. In Meghalaya there is a development can be seen in Khasi, Garo and Jaintia hills. Or these hills, because of these hills, India's most rainfall, okay, India's most rainfall is received by these Meghalaya's Khasi, Garo and Jaintia hills, nearly about 1200 centimeter. Okay, so because of this hill development, eastern Himalaya is considered to be the hilly area. So there is no development, there is no developed economically as well as agricultural, and there is no scene of infrastructure. Okay, so there is a minimal development of economical, agricultural and infrastructure facilities because of this hill. Okay, so we have completed our first is a northern mountainous region, second is a great northern plain. Okay.